Because it's
I
true.
think people want that validation. A lot
Yeah.
of entrepreneurs are very insecure. Ye kaam hoga, nahi hoga. So a lot of them will, do you think this idea will work, Dr. Malpani? I say, why do you think I have the answers? If I had the answers, then, I would go ahead and do all this stuff. And the reality is no one has the answers. These are
Yeah.
complex adaptive systems. The
Yeah.
answers are emergent. Unless you try it, we're never going to know. I think part of the problem is they need to change the approach कि हाँ उसके पास पैसा है यानी वो बहुत super intelligent है और उसको सब कुछ मालूम है. And this is the halo effect. And I think if people do things like reading books by Richard Feynman or learning how to think critically, they will understand when they fall prey to some of these biases and prejudices. And I think really at the end of the day, and the good thing is over so many years, I've seen so many of these fashions come and go. And I'm not a cynical guy, but I think you become a little more realistic about some of these things. So whether it's blockchain, whether it's AI, AML, it's always like, yeah, heard this in the dot-com days. We know how that ended. So, and that's one of the reasons why I respect people like Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett. And you can see they're not just doing it for the sake of making money. Of course, they make
Yeah.
tons of money, and that's great. And I respect money. So it's not like I'm dissing it. But I think there's an ethical way and a right way of earning it. And I also think there's an unethical way of learning. It's very tempting to take shortcuts. All of us have taken shortcuts all our life.
Yeah.
It's very like Mark Twain said, very hard to resist anything except temptation. I talk holier than thou. Maybe if someone tempted me, who knows what I would end up doing. So again, I'm not criticizing anyone. I mean, that's the way the system is designed. I think one advantage is because I'm outside the system, I can afford to tell the truth. If I were part of the system, I could never afford to do that because I don't want to piss someone off. And, uh, people take offense with some of this stuff. And it's often a lot of time, I'm sure people are saying, हाँ बातें बड़ी करता है, ठीक है देखेंगे उसको भी सीधा कर लेंगे. A lot of that happens. And, like I said, right now, I don't need to worry about some of that stuff. But this change has to come from outside the system. I don't think it's going to come from within the system because the system is too inbred. It works too well that anyone's really going to want to change anything. And that's the reality. I think part of the problem is this human element of envy and greed. And, how can I get a slice of that cake and how can I get onto the bandwagon? And I've had people saying, अरे यार वो तो 4 IIT founders हैं, हमारे 8 IIT founders हैं, हमको तो double valuation देना चाहिए. All kinds of things. All you can do is get amused and laugh.